Holla.
Come in. What's your name?
My name is Uche.
Uche, how old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay. And Uche, what do you do?
I'm doing my master's in health information technology. I'm also a program coordinator for a health IT company.
Okay.
Listen to me. Do not get married if you're not serious. Marriage is not to be played with. It's not a game. It's a long-term commitment. It's for the long haul. And if you're not ready, please don't do it, because that's going to lead to having a kid with the wrong person. And before you know, your life's over. So think before you want to get married. Be serious. Cut all bad habits. Try to be a whole new person before you get married.
How it felt finally accepting that I over-romanticized the entire thing and we were nothing and nothing only. I mean, it didn't hit me all at once, right? It was quiet. It was the moment I stopped making excuses for things that never actually made sense. Looking back, you weren't consistent. You weren't clear. And I kept turning small moments into something bigger just so it could feel real. I started writing things down just to see the truth without my feelings getting in the way. Because once I stopped romanticizing it, I wasn't confused anymore. I just saw it for what it was. And that's what finally set me free.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video. And modern women don't really understand. The fact of the matter is, number one, men are tired. Number two, men can't trust. Almost quite literally, they can't trust anything that you say.
As a professional matchmaker and a relationship coach, I need to explain something. I've officiated a lot of weddings, and I always ask the groom the very same question. When did you know she was the one, that she was your wife? And do you know what? Almost every time they say some version of pretty much immediately. They knew in the first few dates, they knew a few weeks in. Now, they didn't marry her a few weeks in, but they started moving towards commitment, because marriage-minded men don't spend a half a decade trying to figure out if you're the one. They start moving towards commitment as soon as they know. So if you've been dating a guy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, he's not confused. He's just not marriage-minded. He either doesn't want to get married or he doesn't want to marry you. And ladies, you deserve to be chosen a lot quicker than that.
Fellas, when you're on grind mode, it's just best you stay single. Or if you want to be in a relationship, make sure you choose a woman that understands, not right now. You have to be with a woman that understands that you're on grind mode. You're not trying to spend no money. You're trying to prioritize. That's the type of woman that you need in your corner. Not the woman that wants you to get her hair done, her nails done every week. When Christmas time comes or her birthday comes, whatever, she's going to be a brat. She's going to complain because you can't get her 10 Chanel bags or whatever the case may be. Be with a woman that understands not right now. And that's the woman, when it's your time, that's the woman you have by your side. And then you finally splurge on, you finally spoil her because she understood the assignment. It makes no sense. I really do feel people that are on grind mode do not need to be in relationships. It gets real complicated when you're focused and you can't give your all in the relationship because the other person don't understand. Y'all not on one accord. Get you a not right now woman.
You know, a lot of these modern women don't really understand. You have a really solid guy, but that guy is not going to be around forever. Y'all need to start taking advantage of the good man at some point in time.
Why the hell are you compromising in a talking stage? You're not even in a relationship yet. Literally bending over so they can you over. Let me cook really quick. If they haven't committed, invested, proven consistency, and you're adjusting your boundaries, for what, boo? You said you don't tolerate late replies. Now you're trying to be understanding. You said you don't like last minute plans. Now you're going with the flow. What the You're not compromising. You're auditioning. Here's the crazy part. The talking stage is supposed to be the easiest part. That's when people are on their best behavior. So if you're already negotiating your standards, what do you think happens later? Secure energy never compromises for potential. It observes the person, and if the alignment isn't there, it moves. Goodbye. If you're building secure energy with me, we don't shrink early. We filter early. Get that through your head.
2 days ago, I got arrested by my ex-boyfriend because I was banging on his window because he got mad about me sleeping with some other guy. Either way, he got me arrested. I was handcuffed, and I was so sad, and I was so mad, but I still banged on his window multiple times. The guy that handcuffed me, he was super cute, and I was like, hey.
This is fantastic. She cheated on this guy, right? Did him dirty. Then she went to his house, like banging on the door, and the guy called the cops. I love it. Wally, listen, honey, you're an intruder. First of all, you did him dirty and he's done, right? And secondly, you're an intruder at this point. Like, get off my property, right?
Some men will go to war with life before they ask a woman for help. Some women don't just help, they change. They remind you, they bring it up later. They move funny in arguments, throw it back in your face. And even when they don't say it out loud, he knows his woman. He knows if she's the type to start thinking less of him the moment she has to step in. And at that point, it's no longer support. It's leverage. And that's when true colors show. So a man with self-respect, he would rather struggle than ever put himself in that position. He would rather work himself to the bone, to the ground, ask a friend, or figure it out any other way before he goes to his woman and asks for help and risk being seen as less than a man. It's like he knows his role.
A lot of modern women are having to live with the consequences of their bad actions. Letting a good man go away because he's too average for me. Okay, so I see you like chaos and trouble and stupidity. Have fun.
When a man tells you he likes sports, what he usually means is that he likes watching TV. As a divorce lawyer who's watched women carry the whole household while he carries the remote, I can tell you this: those habits don't build a future.
Habits? Or is that how he relaxes after a long day of work? What about all the other things he's doing to build a future? I swear, men are treated like robots. They're supposed to just work 24/7 building a future. They can't have one hobby. And what I've noticed is a lot of men that actually do like sports, they like sports. I actually know a few men who don't watch TV in general, but they only watch the game. That's it. I just find it odd that I find countless videos. No matter what a man likes or enjoys, it's shamed. Imagine if men made videos 24/7 about women wanting to watch TV, or women playing games, or women playing on their phones, or women like shopping, or any other hobby women like, makeup, whatever. Women would be livid. Those videos wouldn't be allowed. But men are shamed for everything that they like.
These modern women don't realize that the same mouth that said you don't need a man is going to be the same mouth in 5 or 10 years that's asking where all the good guys went. Y'all's mouth is writing checks that your behind cannot cash. They're trying to tell you this, but you act like you don't hear them. Y'all are acting like losers.
100%.
Wow. So
twice as many women under the age of 30 are in a relationship versus men under the age of 30. 3 million millennial men have given up on dating. They're not even trying.
Yeah. I'm in groups with a lot of them. Here's one thing I would, so how does it start? So let's say, how does it kind of start? So if a lot of people are growing up, because it feels like a lot of times that a lot of our media or our society has wanted to break up the nuclear family, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's sometimes I buy into that. I grew up outside of a regular family like you did. And so, you definitely see the side effects of that. I have siblings that went kind of errant ways and found, hope and purpose, and friendship in people that were making poor choices. I got kind of lucky and found some friends that were doing the opposite kind of, but not having that role model, I think, in the home probably. is probably a big start. So if that's something big that's going on, how do we, like where do we even start with that? You know? Like, how do you start to fix the family first, I guess? I mean, what do you fix first?
Men, if you're out shopping for anything and you see a woman that just keeps popping up, she's not just popping up for no reason. That girl is stalking you. She is hoping to God that you will say something. She's attracted to you. Say hi.
He probably doesn't care because, for one, he's not shopping for a girlfriend. He's literally shopping for something else, and he's just busy trying to find that something else, and then he wants to get out of there. Two, if you're the one interested in him and you can't even just say hi, because you could literally say anything to a man to show that you're interested in him and to start a conversation. But the fact that you can't do that, it doesn't bode well for a potential relationship where you're unable to communicate things to him. He would rather cross out that potential relationship. Lastly, 3, he's not falling for it. He does not believe you. He has been trained to believe in, quite honestly, the opposite, that women are not interested in him, because he doesn't want to fall into the trap of misinterpreting a woman's actions and thinking that she's interested in him when she isn't. And then he could be labeled a creep, which is interesting because it's her that's the stalker, not him.
Modern women don't seem to understand you can't shame a regular guy. You average, you need to be above average. Oh, you need to be this, and this. And then when that man finally goes and finds somebody, whether it be overseas or in another city, in another state, when he get about your face and go find somebody else, now you asking where all the good men went. They went to go find somebody that wasn't acting stupid.
If a man should provide, protect, and lead, what should a woman do? Because I hear this list every single day. Provide, protect, lead. And I agree with it. A man should absolutely do those things. But every time I ask the other question, the room goes quiet. It's like it's offensive to even bring it up. We've created a culture where a man's role has a job description, but a woman's role is just be yourself. That's not how relationships work. If one person has expectations and the other one has options, that's not a relationship. That's an audition where only one person is truly performing. And I'm not saying a woman should serve like a servant. That's not what this is. I'm saying if you expect a man to lead, you got to be willing to follow. If you expect him to provide, you got to be willing to build an environment worth providing for. If you expect him to protect, you got to be willing to not put him in positions where he has to protect you from yourself. In a relationship, both sides has to. And somewhere along the way, we started holding men accountable to their side of the deal while telling women their side is optional. That's not equality. That's entitlement with the filter on. Good man does not want a woman who does nothing. He wants a woman who matches his effort in her own lane. He leads, she nurtures. He provides, she manages. He protects, she respects. That's not old-fashioned. That's functional.
I need men to stop trying to explain to us what we want in a man. So if you haven't heard about yearning men, let me first show you something that this guy points out.
Talking about something, I want a man who yearns. No, you don't. You don't want a man who yearns, because the guy that's in your DMs right now is doing the exact same thing. Like you're fooling yourself. If a guy was yearning for you right now, you'd call it the ick, or you'd find some way to find that unattractive.
The difference between yearning and lusting is such a crucial line. Like when you're yearning for someone, there's a control factor there, and lusting is totally different. It is obvious to me that you can't tell the difference. Because so many guys think, oh, if you just pop up into a girl's DMs, that means you, like, that shows your interest. No, not as necessarily as you think it does. And a lot of us women can get creeped out by things like that because oftentimes they don't know when to draw that line. So in order to yearn for someone, I feel like you have to establish boundaries. You have to establish a friendship. There's a level there, right? There's a level of connection already there. Lusting is just going after someone until you can get them. So yeah, if you don't know, just pick up a romance novel. I mean, there's all the popular romance novels are 9 times out of 10 is based on that.
A lot of women continue to ask or continue to want, continue to search in weird places, might I add. Where are the good men? Where can I find them? You can stalk them in front of the gas station at 5 o'clock in the morning. You show up to Lowe's and sneak up on them. Yeah, it's weird stuff. You know, the type of stuff that they call men creepy about, they go in and they do it. Where are the good men? And the funny thing about it is that you wouldn't have had to do that had you been acting right.
Ignoring a woman makes her more interested in you. But ignoring a man makes him lose all interest immediately. And the difference is self-respect. Men never bet their self-respect. not even for the most precious thing in the world. Because once a man feels unwanted, he doesn't chase louder. He goes quiet, not to manipulate, not to test you, but because something inside him simply closes. A man can love deeply. He can give effort, time, protection, loyalty. But the moment he feels dismissed, replaced, or taken lightly, his instinct isn't to compete, it's to withdraw. And when he withdraws, it's rarely dramatic, it's silent and final. He won't beg to be valued. He won't argue for basic respect. He'll simply remove himself from where he feels small. And if you ever test someone's silence, make sure you're ready for the distance that follows, because a man who has decided he's done doesn't announce it, he just disappears. Save this and ask yourself, are you protecting your self-respect or gambling it for someone's attention?
Men, where are all the good men at? You might go to a club. How come the men ain't at the club? How come the men are acting in this way? Because you said that you didn't want a man in your face. Well, that didn't mean that they didn't have to come. I'm not going to come somewhere that you're going to be acting a fool and all up in my face talking crazy, or even putting your phone up to record me and act like I did something wrong just because I approached you. Are you serious?
I just have to overlook the brains part, but...
Dang. Would you rather be with a beautiful idiot, meaning their IQ is low, or a universally unattractive, great partner?
Take the beautiful idiot. Why are y'all looking at me like that? She can learn.
Whoa.
She can learn.
What if she can't?
Her looks and my brains, we could go a long way.
What? Truly.
Yeah.
Men are aesthetic.
We are.
They want you to look, but I'm trying to tell you, so many men will be like, we don't care.
Give you the popular answer. I'll take the beautiful idiot, though.
Really?
Absolutely.
Do you think most men would take the beautiful idiot?
Yes. Any man who's dealt with women, whether they be attractive or unattractive, they know that for a fact. People treat you different when your lady's unattractive.
They treat you different?
They treat you, yeah, they
treat
judge
the
you.
man different?
They judge you based off your lady. Absolutely.
What you mean?
She's a reflection of you.
Okay.
So if you have an unattractive woman, and you say you're in a business setting, right? Bring her around, they're gonna look at you like you don't make good decisions.
A woman that prioritizes her career over intimacy, nurturing, and connection will become hypermasculine and stressed. This is a trauma response to a chaotic childhood where vulnerability and openness was met with or neglect. So she became hyper-independent, masculine, and controlling to cope, suppressing her tender emotions and soft vulnerability to protect herself from a phantom pain that no longer exists. This type of woman will be at first very attracted to a feminine man because she has disconnected herself from her own feminine qualities. But as a relationship progresses, she will see his femininity as unsafe, just as she has judged her own femininity as unsafe within herself. Both the woman and the man are not aligning with their authentic nature and are instead adopting incongruent traits to cope with unconscious childhood trauma. The woman will resent the man for being passive and weak, and the man will resent the woman for being controlling and harsh. What they don't realize is that they are judging the toxic version of feminine and masculine traits in each other, because the healthy feminine is not passive but flexible. The healthy masculine is not controlling but is structured. But if they can heal their childhood pain, doing the emotional and energetic work, they can begin balancing both the feminine and the masculine qualities that they both possess. Follow me for more.
Why are we so different? A man needs to feel valued, but a woman needs to feel loved. A man needs to feel necessary, but a woman needs to feel safe. When a man is troubled, he will isolate himself, but when a woman is troubled, she needs to talk. A man needs solitude, a woman needs company. A man needs time to think, a woman needs time to keep talking. Most men, when they see their woman having a hard time, guess what? They leave them alone because that's what they would want. Some space to think, right? But guess what? The woman interprets that as, he doesn't love me, he doesn't care. And on the other hand, when women see their man being troubled. They don't know how to give him space. They want to talk instantly, just like they would. And the man is thinking, I just want some peace. Please leave me alone. And that's how the fights happen, because of complete lack of understanding each other. Men, listen up. You need to hear this. Just let her talk. Let her talk. Trust me. Even if the solution is obvious to you, just listen to her. Even if she talks for hours, just stay present. That is how she feels understood, and she will feel safer with you. And women, you need to hear this. Leave him alone. If he's troubled, don't ask him 14 million times what's wrong. He's still not going to answer. He needs time to figure it out still. Men and women are completely different. We have to accept that, and we have to learn how to communicate with each other, because that's the only way that we can survive.
And brother, I'm telling you right now, you deserve more of a thank you, daddy type of situation, opposed to that clock dad as you should, because you know better. Go ahead and make that switch, brother, and then call me back. Thank you.
Here are some things I noticed about men once I started raising my standards. Number one, men want to talk to you all the time. If a man is really into you, he will call you on his break. He will call you at his mama house. He will literally answer the phone when he's with his boys. He wants to talk to you, right? Like, he makes it clear. He wants to call you and have casual conversations with you. So again, I've talked about ghosting. That's not a thing. He is going to reach out. You are on his mind, and he will communicate that. Men, in fact, do know how to be a gentleman. You don't have to tell a man, can you open the door for me? No, you do not. Men will jump into gentleman mode if they feel you are a lady. They will say, oh, let me get that door for you. Mind you, I'm not touching the door. Hey, you ain't got to tell me. I was waiting for you anyway, right? But men will jump into they don't have a problem paying a bill. They don't have a problem paying for the meal. They don't have a problem coming out of pocket financially on the date, okay? Like, if a man is really into you, he really likes you, right? Because again, you're a woman of standard. You're a woman that knows her value. That man will come out of pocket, okay? That man wants to impress you. That man wants to treat you. And the last one, yes, they're emotional. I respect all the men that are vulnerable with me, and I appreciate it, but I have had grown men cry. Not in the sense, I know y'all think, oh, he's a crybaby. No, we've had good conversations, and he's opened up about something that deeply affected him or a time in his life that he remembers, and I've had grown men cry. They will get emotional, okay? They will really open up to you. If you're a feminine woman, you're soft, and your soft and peaceful nature makes a man feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable with you.
Women are swiping left on the bottom 95% of men. Oh my God. Women match with 36% of those they like, while men match with less than 2%. So basically, women have like a 1 in 3 chance of having a guy like them back, but men have a 1 in 50 chance. That's the meme. Yep. The meme is unironically real.
Looking for a man who embodies the codes of chivalry? That's a hard find. It's like finding a unicorn in a sea of Tinder dates. Back in the day, it was all honor, justice, and bravery, but now it's more like swiping left on commitment and wooing with emojis. That knight in shining armor is now just a guy in a top hat and a fake mustache. But who knows, maybe there's still a man out there who knows how to open a door and slay a dragon. Just don't hold your breath.
So I just finished having dinner. I took myself to Applebee's. I'm just looking around my surroundings. I look to the left, I see a black man with a white woman. I look to the right, I see a black man with a white woman. What do I see? What do I notice all at the bar? Single black women. So it got me to thinking, are black men like totally giving up on black women?
No, but look where you at. You at Applebee's. I thought women didn't want to go to Applebee's, or sister didn't want to go to Applebee's.
I will give it to you, boys. One thing you're gonna do is shoot your shot. I've been going to the same Starbucks, and there's always the same barista there, and occasionally he'll upgrade my grande drink to a venti drink, and I'm like, that's sick, no questions asked, that's my guy. And so I go in today, and now they're required to write little messages on all the things. Man's wrote his number. Now I'm gonna go into Starbucks, and he's gonna be like, hey, do you see the thing I wrote down? I'm gonna be like, huh? And he's gonna be like, the thing I wrote on the thing? And I'm gonna be like, oh, no, actually, I don't know how to read.
By the time you're in your 20s, you should not be approaching men that you find attractive and they didn't come to talk to you first. They saw you and they didn't choose to come up to you and say what's up. So don't go over there trying to bump into him. Oh, excuse me, this was an accident, so that he could talk to you, because no, you're going to step into pick me energy, and that's exactly what you don't want. You don't want to be a pick me. That's going to set up the entire energy for the interactions that you have, and it's going to make you the pursuer, and it's just unattractive. If you were looking all good with your girlfriends and he didn't come say hello, he didn't come introduce himself, try to find out what you're up to, then let it be, okay? Move on to the next. Bye.
Tell that man no. Don't be afraid to stand your ground thinking you're going to lose him. If standing your ground and setting boundaries in the relationship scares you because you think you're going to lose him, that's not your guy. That's not your guy. Any guy that loves you, respects you, and wants you in their life, you can enforce boundaries. Actually, motherfuckers love that. Men love when you're strict, believe it or not. No, I'm not doing that. And stand in it. Men love it. So if that's you. That's a you problem. Get over it. If he leave, he leave.
Some women are going to hate me for this. This is a very unpopular opinion, but that single, independent woman, I can do it all by myself, I don't need a man type of woman, those days are over. No, I don't want this world anymore. I don't want this life anymore. No, give me a husband, give me a partner. No, I'm burnt out. I'm tired. I'm tired of being the boss. I'm tired of doing it all by myself, working, paying all the bills, multitasking, taking care of the kids, cleaning the house, taking out the trash, all those things. Like, I'm tired. No, that's not what we're striving for anymore. No, I don't want to be burnt out. I do not. I need a husband. I want my husband. No more single. No.
Do you ever wonder why guys in the church don't ask girls out? My name is Kate Warman. I'm a dating coach and a national best-selling author. Guys are not asking girls out in the church because honestly, they fear rejection just as much as us ladies do. They also oftentimes don't really want to risk getting a bad reputation in front of their entire church community. And so ladies, one thing that we can do in the church is stop talking poorly about our brothers in our church communities. Instead, we can start encouraging them, empowering them, and praying for them. Good Christian guys do exist, but if you want to find them, you should probably get online because over 50% of people are meeting online. But one thing is, don't get discouraged. Amazing Christian men do exist. The more you start really believing that, the more you'll start to see it all around you. Follow for more tips.
Oh, from my video that went a bit mental when I was saying, where are all the men on the night out? Well, guess what? Bieber's off on a night out. So, I will update you tomorrow if there's any men. Well, there will be men. Of course there'll be men. But I mean, like, they're either old men or they're, like, young men. So we'll see what happens tonight. And I'll give you a little update tomorrow on what men there were or weren't. Probably more there weren't, I am guessing. So, yes. They're not out there because they've all said they're not out there. They're all at home. Protecting their peace like the princesses that they are. No offense, but I'll let you know tomorrow.
All right, most of us know this situation. Girl likes guy. Girl meets guy. Girl has interest in guy. Girl does not hear from guy. He doesn't text her. He doesn't call her. He's not pursuing her, but she's longing after him. She has a big crush on him, and she's kind of like indicating interest when she sees him, but he's not responding. Ladies, listen, if he's not texting you, if he's not calling you, if he's not asking you out, it's very, very, very likely he is not interested in you. And that's okay because God created you beautifully. You can work on yourself to be the best you can be, and then you can be open to the guy that is interested in pursuing you. But if you waste your time and your mental energy and your heart energy on longing after the guy that is not interested, in effect, you're shutting yourself off to that guy that might be interested. So a little bit of advice. If he's not interested in you, let it go, move on. There's better fish in the sea for you.
Struck up a conversation with this girl that was like from Europe, and she was visiting Toronto, and she just was like, by the way, like the men here, they just don't they don't approach you, or like they'll find you attractive and just kind of like do nothing. And I was like, yeah, welcome to Toronto, sis.
Do y'all think that's a product of just society as a whole? Because American women have that same sentiment over the last 5-10 years, been vocal about men not approaching them. So now men are like, all right, well, y'all have been the loudest talking about y'all don't want men to approach us. Don't approach me. Don't talk to me if you see me in public. So now we're following suit, and now it's like, well, y'all not trying to approach. Like, which one is it? Like,
I think it's how you approach, though. It's not always just about the. I think it's how you approach. Sometimes it comes off a little.
I think it's how attracted you are to the person when they approach you.
I notice women do that too. Like if a man's not attracted and they approach them and they're not interested, they're like, oh, this guy's a creep. But if he's fine now and he comes and it's like, oh, okay, like it's a little different. Yeah.
So you're 23 and you're opting out of dating because women all hate men and it's impossible to find a good woman. And when I ask you, well, where have you been looking for women? You say Tinder or the bar or the club. Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. Have you thought about like maybe attending a church? Right? Somewhere maybe a more morally strong woman might go to with, values that you might concur with. Well, I've thought about it, but I don't want to wait until marriage to have okay, then opt out of dating. I don't give a shit. Bro, are you genuinely? All you guys in my comments are like, I tried all the dating apps and
Hyper-independent women do not need to heal. They need to learn how to receive. They don't want to spend their lives in healing, dismantling all of their systems. They don't want to unpack every single childhood wound, rewire every single belief, start from scratch, because the truth is their systems have served them. They've built successful careers, safe homes, they've created order from chaos. A lot of these women came from unpredictable backgrounds and have created order. They like how they operate. They like their routines. They love that they're perfectionists. They like how they look. They love how efficient they are. They love how clear and capable they've become. Maybe they want to stop isolating when they're overwhelmed. Maybe they want to learn how to receive in their relationships, set boundaries with family, how to go out after that promotion. Maybe they want to stop showing up for family without feeling guilt, or call in a partnership that matches their energy rather than drains it. This is not about healing everything. It's about making space for more reciprocity, more connection, without losing the strength that actually serves hyper-independent women.
Guys that are going up to girls are getting way more girls because it's so much more rare now.
Yeah, for sure.
Girls are like shocked when it happens. Even me, like I've had guys come up to me, and the best way is when they just treat you like a normal person. Like, when people are friendly and like that. Or when you're like at a coffee shop or whatever and they just make polite conversation. Those are like the best guys that hit on me, because it's like they're just making it seem like this is what they do to everyone. So it's not like I'm like special. It's the ones that are like overly like, wow, you're so gorgeous. Like, I'd like to get to know you. Then I'm like, oh, I have to decide if I like you or not. Like, I had a guy recently at the gym. He came up and was like, because we were doing the ab roller, and then he was like, oh my God, I have to show you like a funny video. And he waited till I was like resting, not like in the middle of ab rolling. And like, he was like, he showed me a video of a guy doing the ab roller on the treadmill. It was like stupid or whatever. And then it was like funny, and he's like, this is what we need to do and whatever. But it was cute because we're like laughing. It's not even his joke. He used someone else's joke to like show me. So then I'm giggling, and then we made like funny banter. Yeah. So then next time he talks to me now whenever he sees me at the gym, because now we're like friends.
Y'all call all kind of stuff toxic masculinity. When a man is built to protect and provide, he's not meant to be here to be your. Yeah, I'm saying it. A lot of y'all think you're here to run men, and you're not. A lot of y'all have the roles misconstrued. You do. And y'all have backed men in a corner now that they're like, well, shoot, who cares? Who cares if a woman's on the side of the road with a tire broke down? They don't like masculine men. Hey, masculinity is toxic all the way until you need somebody to come do some masculine.
Ooh, she read you. She read you. I can't even. She said she's saying. She said, I'm saying. Read yo.
Bring back masculinity. She ain't lying, because they stepped in with that feminism. And when I tell you that feminism and cooking them, it's getting them cooked. So when you hear a young lady like this speak her piece, we appreciate the young sister for keeping it transparent and being real now. She said it, I did now. You heard her too now. Okay. The biggest.
All right, ladies, here are 3 wife mindsets to have when you go into the dating market. The first is to practice devotion to your husband before you meet him. And I know this is so countercultural, but you want to have the mindset that I am only one man's wife and I'm not 100 guys' girlfriend. Okay. The second is that you want to guard your heart while you're dating and not give your entire heart away to a man who is not committed to you. And we're talking about the ultimate commitment, marriage. If a man has not agreed to be your husband and to cover you in marriage, and he's not a safe space for your heart to land, as a wife, as a woman who has a wife mindset, it is not wise to give your entire heart away. And the last thing is to vet quickly, okay? Wives do not sit and play patty cake with every Tom, Dick, and Harry that comes their way and says that they are beautiful. They move on quickly so that they can get to their husbands quicker. You don't want to sit here and keep entertaining a man even when he has shown that he is unsuitable and unfit to be your husband. Sheesh.
Most toxic relationships don't have a villain and a victim. They have 2 broken people triggering the hell out of each other. Here's how it goes. One feels disrespected, the other feels controlled. One shuts down, the other screams. Then the labels come out. You're toxic, you're a narcissist. Nobody stops to ask the real questions. How the hell did we get here? Because real relationships, they don't explode overnight. We know this. They decay slowly. Ignored conversations, swallowed resentment, broken trust, 0 boundaries, and 2 idiots who should have walked away years ago. Then one day, the pressure cooker explodes. And here's the truth that most couples don't like me saying. You both are the problem. You bring out the absolute worst in each other, and you shouldn't be together. And that's okay, because not every relationship is meant to survive, and not every single person is meant to stay in your life forever. Staying in a cycle of blame and fighting will destroy you both. Real growth is looking at each other and saying, you know what? We're toxic together, and then walking away.
If your man woke you up at 2 a.m., he said, baby, can you cook me a meal? Would you cook your man a meal if he woke you up at 2 a.m.?
No. Just being honest.
What about you, Kiki?
It all depends on how I'm feeling.
All right, it depends.
Oh, another depends.
It depends on the situation.
Here's another question. If an intruder broke inside the house, would you or would you not expect your man to go downstairs and handle that break at the door? Natasha.
Absolutely.
Allie.
Yes.
Kiki.
All I'm saying is if you don't, it's over after that.
Yeah, I would expect that.
What I've heard was that a woman's wifey duty is based off her feelings, right? It depends on how I feel. But the man's duty of protecting you, it's mandatory. How is it a fair deal?
These are so different. Like,
yeah,
one is like you're even the same. So one is like you're both about the maybe. Right. And if you don't do it, you're going to die too.
So it's not about the situation. It's about what the man is attracted to, and it's about what the woman is attracted to. The man is attracted to femininity, submissiveness. The woman is attracted to masculinity, protecting and providing. So if you're not giving what we are naturally attracted to, it's not a fair deal if we have to always give you what you're naturally attracted to. That's going to protect you. Make sense?
There's an epidemic. There's an epidemic of men not approaching women at the bar. Let's talk about it. That's good. Thank you. I'm not really quite sure. Men are afraid of being rejected. We are not going to reject. Some girls will. Men are so afraid of being rejected, but I bet you 90% of the women will actually not reject you if you approach them right. And what's the right way? Not coming up to me saying, hi, what's your name? And putting your hand out to shake my hand. It's okay, like, don't come off too strong. If you're, like, coming over and saying, you're so beautiful, like, I'm immediately, like, scared. Yeah. Like, now I know your intention is you want to date me, even though you don't even know me. Yeah. Or that you want to hook up. That ain't gonna work. Regardless, like, I'm going to be nice to you, and I'm definitely going to give you a chance, but, like, that might not result in, like, your end goal. I would still not consider that rejection. The best way to approach a girl is approaching her the way that a girl would approach a man. And that is by approaching them as a stranger, just trying to like ask them something, or merging friend groups, not coming like solo. It's like a friend thing. I'm literally just looking to like be your friend, see what happens. You overheard what they were talking about and you're like, that's a crazy statement. And now like you're in their conversation. Now your friends are going to join. Boom, now you're in. If guys were to start approaching girls that way, it would be so much more casual. It doesn't feel like rejection. No.
After you actually lose a good man, let me tell you the aftermath before you choose to lose this good man.
You will try to find a man equivalent to the man you're with. And you will think that you could find better. But when you actually put yourself out there, you'll realize that there is no men left right now. And every man will try to use you for a certain thing. And you will look for that man that you left in other men. You will regret that man to the core because you'll realize that there is no good people out there and nobody loved you as much as that man loved you. And after that, you will try to go back to that good man, only to realize that that good man doesn't want you. And he actually found a good girl. If you have someone good in your life, cherish them. Don't think you could replace them.
Most women end up a reflection of their mother. Mama was a single mother. Mama was wild when she was young. Mama couldn't make it work with numerous men. And women like these mothers are the majority. Why do you think young people have the dating scene that they have now? Because most of society was raised by dysfunctional mothers. Ladies, if you left a good man to go live like a hot girl, that's probably what your mother was thinking when she was your age, and she wasn't willing to listen to nobody either. Y'all gonna end up like that 38-year-old eligible bachelorette preaching the gospel, all to end up getting backlash from the same women you trying to save.
If you didn't open up your door, are you letting that slide, or are you gonna start an argument?
Is this a relationship or is this a date?
It doesn't even matter if it's a date, a relationship.
If it's
chivalry period. If you don't open your door, is you letting it slide?
I have to teach him. If I like him, then I gotta teach him, because I don't know why you're not opening the door. That's something that I had to mention and seeing dude. I'm like, yo, you're not gonna open the door, because in my last relationship, I couldn't touch a door. I couldn't hold a bag. Like if I had 2 bags, why are you carrying that? Give me that. What are you doing?
If your man, you asked if a man opens up a door for another woman, are you letting it slide, or is that an argument?
Is he busting his to get to the door? Because that's an argument.
Let's say like this.
What are you doing? Like, are you running to the door to open the door for this chick? Like, what's happening? Or is she walking in, with us, and you letting her go first, and then me, and you and I walking together?
That scenario.
Then that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
We'll let her go first, and then you go.
Yeah, because he and I are going in together. He don't need to walk in after her. Then that could be weird.
Why even open the door for?
Because he's a gentleman.
Nah, get the door yourself.
Oh.
If you're dating for marriage refers to life with someone, waking up every day with someone, being with them every single day. Now, just think about that. Hold that thought. I don't think people understand how important it is to choose the right person. This person could potentially be the father or mother of your kids. You will sleep in the same bed with this person every single day. You will wake up with this person every single day. Don't you want to make that person worth it? If you are in an early stage of relationship, even if it's been a year, I don't care, that's still pretty early, and you are having issues that feel like they can't change, that is how you're going to live your life for the rest of your life. Also, just keep in mind, attraction fades. Physical attraction fades. Have you ever had a friend, even friends for a long time, and it gets really hard? There's a point in the friendship where it's just really hard and you guys are clashing a lot because you know each other so well. That is literally what marriage is. But you have to just choose to be with them. You have to choose it. So choose wisely. Choose a good person. I just really wanted to talk about this because I just heard my friend say this really briefly and it really got me thinking. Every time I'm sad about a boy that I've ended things with, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a blessing. Right now it hurts. It really sucks. The red flags are not that's not who I want my husband to be. Love you. Just choose your people wisely.
This is a PSA for all of the modern women out there. Y'all, I need y'all to stop begging men for money that y'all just met. I need y'all to stop doing this. First of all, you should be embarrassed yourself to even ask a man that you just met for money, because you as a grown woman cannot afford your own lifestyle and your bills. You should be embarrassed and ashamed to the point that you don't even want to do it. But you know what y'all do? Y'all modern women will still ask the man for a cash app and money. Just met this man 2.5 seconds ago and already giving him a sad story about how you need some money. It's embarrassing. It's shameful. This man is supposed to give you, a woman he don't know, his hard-earned money because you as a grown woman aren't responsible. Make it make sense. It don't make no sense at all. I'm tired of these modern women, and I'm a woman, and I'm tired of the nonsense. So I just want y'all to know that you, women who do that, are entitled, and you're no different than a beggar on a corner with a cup and a sign begging for money. Please don't think you're above it. Please don't think that it's not your lane, because it is. You're a beggar. Get it together and level up.
I'm genuinely pissed. I need to go find some grass to touch before I fucking kill somebody. Matter of fact, yeah. Let me pull over. Let me pull the fuck over, because I don't even trust myself to drive right now. That's how pissed I am. Are you serious? He's dead. Like, I am so in love with the bitch who don't want to do shit for me. Who I have to beg for an ounce of any fucking thing. Whole time, I have a man who literally wants to see me. We are about to go to a 5-star fucking dinner, and I don't even fucking like this man.
You know what I find interesting about this video? That young lady will probably grow up hating most men, simply because of the one situation she had with that guy. She will grow up and project her feelings that she had from that situation onto most men, because she will not let go of it. And keep in mind, she had a choice. She chose to ignore the guy that wanted to treat her well, because she doesn't want him. He's probably not her type, which I understand. But instead of her cutting that guy off, she's leading him on the same way how the guy that she wants is leading her on. It's a vicious cycle. I say this to men all the time. Have respect for yourself. Ladies, the same goes for you. If you know that man is playing with your emotions and leading you on, because he is, and he's probably doing it because he's getting benefits from it, it's up to you to stop it.
You can meet a man at work and he can be working at McDonald's. He can be working somewhere where you would probably never date a man who worked there, but a good man is a man that's going to get up and go to work every single day. He might not have the best job, but he's going to get up and go to work. A good man is the kind of man that's accountable to something bigger than him, like God. He has a spiritual core and core values that he sticks to. He might not be perfect. He might not get it right all the time, but he's accountable to something. He's not just walking around wayward, right? A good man ain't a perfect man, right? But he's going to care about things that are beyond himself. Some of y'all look at men who are selfless, who would help a woman whose tires pop down the road, and you will feel threatened by that, or you will feel some type of way because he gets the door for a woman that is not you. That's a good man. But oftentimes we attribute him being a good man to whether he makes a lot of money, him being a good man to if he's popular in the earth. It makes him a good man if he's popular to God. It makes him a good man if he wakes up every day and he go get it and he do his best to go get it. It makes him a good man when he cares about things beyond what benefit him. Genuinely good men do things that don't benefit themselves sometimes. They do things because that's who they are. That's not something they want to benefit from. That's just who they are. And so before you turn down a good man because he's not in the proper uniform, or he's not making the amount of money that you think he should make, or he's not popular by social standards, but he's popular with God, he's popular with people as it relates to his character, before you throw that away, you better start reevaluating what you really want to raise your children, what you really want to build a life with and build a life on. A good man is way more than money, power, status, and looks.
Modern women don't understand the attention that they used to get for free. Just a man walking by, oh man, you're so beautiful. Wow, you're so pretty. But hey, have a good day, right? That type of attention requires effort on your part. Men have stopped giving that type of attention away. They're learning now that, hey, if I give her that attention, if I give her that validation, I've got to use it wisely. I can't let it go to her head. I don't mind giving you the attention if you act like you got some sense. I don't mind engaging with you if you act like you got some sense. But a lot of modern women don't.